You don't love me. You don't love me. I feel it daily. Silence answers my prayers. Empty space between us. Your eyes look away. My heart waits alone. Hope stands tired here. I keep reaching still. You never reach back. Night listens quietly nearby. Dreams knock unanswered doors. I pace these rooms. Your name tastes distant. Time stretches thin patience. I hold breaking faith. You choose comfort elsewhere. My voice learns hush. Tears practice falling silently. Love waits without witness. I shrink inside shadows. Questions fade unanswered now. I stop explaining pain. Your silence grows louder. My chest fills echoes. Hope flickers then dims. I carry weight alone. You stay perfectly still. Distance makes habits stronger. I forget being held. Nights teach patient sorrow. One morning something shifts. I breathe little easier. Waiting loosens its grip. Your absence clarifies truth. I hear myself think. Heart remembers older dreams. I stand without permission. Fear steps back slightly. Courage wakes quietly inside. I choose gentler thoughts. You don't see change. I stop seeking signs. Hands unclench from longing. Boundaries rise like fences. Self-respect finds voice. I pour love inward. Healing feels strange first, but steadier every day. I learn restful silence. Peace practices staying near. Memories soften their edges. Your name loses weight. I smile unrehearsed now. Laughter returns cautiously home. Sleep comes without pleading. Pain releases leadership slowly. I follow inner compass. Trust rebuilds brickwise slowly. Hope learns honest pacing. I feel present again. You don't define me. I reclaim my worth. Scars map survival stories. Strength grows from loss. I forgive without return. Release unties old knots. Freedom feels quietly earned. I walk alone content. Love stands beside me. Not begging anymore now. Future opens wide ahead. I step toward light. No shadows pulling back. Choices feel truly mine. Heart beats honest rhythms. I welcome mutual love. Not crumbs of affection. I am enough always. You fade into memory. Love begins with me. You don't love me. You don't love me. Your silence says everything. I wait without hope. Still you walk away. My heart learns absence. Nights grow wide cold. Your name fades softly. Promises rust unheard inside. I breathe disappointment daily. Love echoes unanswered forever. You don't see tears. I hide behind smiles. Hope limps broken-hearted home. Your touch never arrives. Time drags heavy feet. I count missed moments. Words rot unsent inside. You choose distance again. My chest tightens quietly. Love feels one-sided. You don't ask why. I stop explaining pain. Dreams thin like paper. Rain mirrors my mood. Your laughter excludes me. I stand outside warmth. Faith fractures every evening. I whisper into void. You remain unmoved distant. Love begs alone nightly. You don't fight us. I surrender quietly now. Hands empty reaching still. Memories bruise tender places. Your eyes look past. I fade background scenery. Heartbeat slows disappointed rhythm. I learn self-survival. You choose easier roads. Love teaches letting go. You don't hold me. I release waiting breath. Pain sharpens understanding slowly. I reclaim forgotten worth. Nights feel less endless. Your absence clarifies truth. I stand straighter alone. Heart stitches patient courage. You remain unchanged elsewhere. Love turns inward healing. You don't notice growth. I water my soul. Scars bloom into strength. Silence becomes my teacher. I choose gentler mornings. Your shadow finally lifts. Breath comes easier now. I forgive without return. You stay a lesson. Love survives within me. You don't define me. I redraw boundaries firm. Hope regrows careful roots. I trust my voice. Tears dry leave wisdom. I welcome honest light. You fade into memory. Distance shrinks your power. I walk forward freely. Love learns new language. You don't haunt nights. I sleep unafraid now. Heart hums steady again. I smile without effort. Pain loosens its grip. I breathe present moments. You become distant echo. Silence feels companionable finally. I choose myself daily. Love returns multiplied inside. You don't own endings. You don't love me. You don't love me. I feel it daily. Silence answers my prayers. Empty space between us. Your eyes look away. My name sounds foreign. Touch never finds me. Hope waits exhausted alone. I keep believing still. You never turn back. Nights stretch without mercy. I replay every word. Your laughter haunts rooms. I sit unseen quietly. Heart beats mismatched rhythms. Love leans unreturned always. I offer everything bare. You accept nothing gently. Distance grows comfortable here. I shrink inside myself. You don't ask questions. I stop giving answers. Tears fall without witnesses. Pain learns my address. I memorize your absence. Days blur into gray. Dreams lose their color. My voice fades softer. You stay perfectly unchanged. I unravel thread by thread. You don't fight for us. I fight myself nightly. Holding hope hurts deeply. Letting go terrifies me. Love feels like labor. I carry alone daily. Your promises feel imaginary. Time exposes quiet truths. I see cracks clearly. Still I hesitate leaving. One morning something shifts. I wake less heavy. Silence sounds less cruel. Your absence feels lighter. I breathe without permission. Tears stop demanding release. I question my waiting. Strength whispers unexpected encouragement. Heart remembers old dreams. I stand slowly upright. You don't notice change. I stop needing approval. Hands unclench from longing. I choose rest finally. Boundaries draw themselves firm. Self-respect takes root. Love redirects its flow. I pour inward gently. Healing feels unfamiliar first. But steadier each day. Memories lose sharp edges. Your name loses weight. I smile without rehearsal. Laughter returns cautiously home. Nights feel less endless. I sleep through darkness. Pain no longer leads. I follow inner compass. Hope rebuilds quietly inside. I trust myself again. You don't define worth. I reclaim stolen confidence. Scars speak survival stories. Strength grows from loss. I forgive without reunion. Release unties old knots. Freedom feels strangely calm. I walk alone content. Love stands beside me. Not begging anymore. You don't love me. I feel it daily. Silence speaks louder now. Your eyes avoid mine. My heart waits alone. Hope stands tired here. I reach repeatedly still. You never reach back. Distance grows between us. Nights stretch without mercy. I replay every moment. Your laughter fades slowly. I sit unseen quietly. Tears practice falling silently. Love leans unreturned always. I offer everything bare. You accept nothing given. Waiting becomes my habit. I forget my voice. Pain learns my address. Days blur into gray. Dreams lose their color. You remain perfectly unchanged. I unravel slowly inside. Something shifts one morning. I wake less heavy. Silence feels less cruel. Your absence teaches truth. I hear myself again. Old dreams stir awake. I stand without permission. Fear loosens tight grip. Courage breathes softly now. You don't notice change. I stop seeking signs. Hands unclench from longing. Boundaries rise like walls. Self-respect finds voice. I pour love inward. Healing feels unfamiliar first. Peace practices staying near. Memories soften sharp edges. Your name loses weight. I smile unrehearsed now. Laughter returns quietly home. Sleep comes without begging. Pain releases its control. I follow inner compass. Trust rebuilds slowly inside. Hope learns honest pacing. I feel present again. You don't define me. I reclaim stolen worth. Scars map survival stories. Strength grows from loss. I forgive without return. Release unties old knots. Freedom feels quietly earned. I walk alone content. Love stands beside me. Not begging anymore now. The future opens wide. I step toward light. No shadows pull back. Choices feel truly mine. Heart beats honest rhythms. I welcome mutual love. Not crumbs offered anymore. I am enough always. I know this truth. You fade into memory. Distance shrinks your power. I breathe freely now. Peace fills empty spaces. My life moves forward. I choose myself daily. Love begins with me. Love stays within me. I am finally home. You don't love me.